స్టార్ట్ చేశారా మీ ప్రాక్టీస్? హలో రాజీ?
హాయ్ నియా.
యా హాయ్ రా. పని హాయ్. సో స్క్రిప్టింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారా?
స్టార్ట్ చేసామని, కాకపోతే బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. అంటే
ప్రాక్టీస్ బాగా
వీడియో
చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది.
చూసుకుంటూ.
అర్థమైంది కదా, ప్రాసెస్ అయితే అర్థమైంది కదా.
అవును,
కోరిలేషన్ ఇవి మనకు ఆడ వీడియో కూడా ఉంది కదా, ఫాలో అవ్వండి. సో దీంతో పాటు ఇంకా
ప్రాక్సీ సెట్ అయిన తర్వాతే స్క్రిప్ట్ రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది.
అవునవును, వితౌట్ ప్రాక్సీ కాదు, వితౌట్ సర్టిఫికేట్ కూడా మనం చేయలేం. ఓకేనా? సో మనం so how we are done right in verification point in load runner, which is the what is the verification point web break find, right? Same thing we need to also means this page we are particularly pass or fail we want to for the no means what we need to do means we need to add for the assertions. We can call it as say here assertion. So we have to add assertion means you can click on this and add. We have the assertions. See, these are the assertions. So you need to click on for the response assertion. So click on that, and after that here will be we have the, if it is a text means you can give for the text here. Maybe you are selecting for the response code. Response code means maybe 200 is there, right? You can just add and you need to give for the 200. It is 200. So means valid response means 200 only, right? That is why given for the 200. Now we need to execute this. Just I saved, and before execute you need to remove the clear this, and again you can start this. See, we are given for here 200. See, you can observe response body, you can observe here is a 200. So means what is that 200 means valid, will send for the request valid and will get for the valid response. So that is why you are getting for the 200 response means this page is you are validating successfully, means login page is working fine. Maybe see, for example, apart from this we'll go to the here and response session. I'm giving for the 200 place, I'm giving for the I will give for the 500. Now you can observe it is a fail or pass, we need to check now. See, your verification point will be fail, because why it is failing means here is you are getting for the 200, but we are put for the which value 500. So 500 is a wrong, means that is a particular is not there. So that is why we are getting for the okay. Hello, భయ్యా నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తాను, నేను కాల్ చేస్తాను, ఓకేనా? ఓకే. So means maybe for example for you can go there and response point of you can observe, and you are getting for the anything apart from this 200, and we'll get for the okay also will get, right, sometimes. So I will take for the text also, means we need to identify the text also. For example, now we'll keep for the same assertion in the login part also, means the login also we are doing for successfully or not, means you can go to the login and click on this and assertions. For here you can enter for the response assertion. For here I'm clicking for the response code, and you need to add for this, add it, and you need to add for the 200 code. 200 means it's a valid response rate we are getting. So that is why I'm giving for the 200. Now we can execute this. Before execute, I can clear this. And I'm execute. See, it is a failed. Why means it is a, we are till it is 500 there. I'm changed for the 500 to 200. Save it. Clear. And again, save it and again run. See, we get login also we are getting for the, see, you can observe, so response code is a 200. That is why maybe if it is a, for example, here what we need to do means we can do for the some mistake and we need to observe it is working fine or not. We want to see means boundary extractor is there, right? Okay. Maybe it is application failing means is it is coming for the 300 or 400, 500 you get means you will, it will show for the your assertion is the failed. Then means what will happen? You are not getting for the proper response. So now we can observe here we are not getting for the any good response, only 200. That is why you are not get for the any error. So means you need to add for the response code like this. Otherwise you want to add for the any response data. Response body, this is the response body, right? We can take any static test. What test we can take? Okay, this welcome is there, right? I will take this. Okay, and in the login only, right? You can come to the login. So text response I will give for the text response. So for here 200 page I'm giving for the welcome. So in that page is a welcome will be there, then only it is pass, otherwise it's failed. So now we'll observe that. Clearing and execute. See, it is failed because the response, see, you can observe assertion is a false because failure means the assertion failure message response was null, means the particular text what you are given welcome, right? That is not there. That is why it is failed. So maybe we'll give for the okay and saving and again I'm clear and again I will save and run. Still it is failed, means in this space you can observe, click on a response assertion is failure because message response was null. So what are the code you are giving, that will be response code will be null, it is showing. So you can click on this and you need this response data is there. For example, I will take for this content type is a text. Okay, now we'll give for the, apart from this, we'll give for this text and we need to observe our test will be fail or pass, we can observe. Still it is failed because the assertion is not picking for that value. So means we need to take for the static test of this page. So now we'll go to that page and we'll check what is that URL. Page store type, page store. Entering Kiran and sorry, Kiran 345. 345. 345 and login. So once login, we are able to see this fish or JP store. So you can take any of this. I am taking for the JP store. I will take JP page store. So we'll see that response will be there in this or not, we'll check. Same as that, J capital pet store. Okay, now we'll check. So login is fine. We are done. Page store only. We are done. Yeah, page store only, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So response was null. We will give for the page store. See, response was null. So to page text to response. Again, I'm getting response data. We are able to see test to resolve this, right? We can search fish. So we'll give for this and try.
But we didn't completed fish all this one. Yeah, just login logout completed.
Login logout only we are completed. We are not done all transactions, right?
Yes, yes.
So that is still it is failing. Okay. So means you need to give for the text also, we need to give static text we need to take. Otherwise you can give for the response code. So response code is a good from here, because 200 means what is the 200? Valid response. So means valid response. So that is why you can give for the every page is a 200 is good. And can give for here also we are given 200 on the right. And if you want logout means you can give for the logout also, we'll give for the add assertions and response assertion in that response code. And we need to add this and give it as a 200 and save it. And again we'll come to there and we can remove this code and save this. And see, now assertion is not failed. So you can observe here also in response data, we are getting for the, we are done correlation, parameterization, all values is picked. Able to see? So means like this we can do for the page verification point of view. You can use response assertion 200 is fine. Okay. Now we need to give for the some think time of each and every page, right? So you need to give for the think time means we need to click on add. For here we have the like timer is there. Timer, we have the constant timer and uniform timer. Constant nothing but it is a unit to give for the this many seconds, like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, you can give constant. Uniform random means you need to give for the 0 to 10 seconds means it is pick for the 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up to 10 it will pick. So means it is anything is will pick randomly. So you can use anything is fine. See constant timer. And if you give for the, this is the considering is the milliseconds, not seconds. So you can give for the 3000 means 3 seconds. How much? 3 seconds. So I given for the 3 seconds for this. And if you want, we need to add, this is the different one, like uniform we need to add, and we need to observe the difference. Like we need to add for the 0 to 3000. 3000 means 3 seconds. And see, randomly typically means it is a, we are give minimum second will give. Okay, 1000 means 1 second. 1 second to 3 second, it will pick for the any of this. 1 second, maybe 2 or 3, it will pick. And logout also you can give for the any of the timer, constant or uniform, whatever maybe you can give. And I'm giving for the 3000. So now you can execute now, and we'll see for the difference now, because we need to give for the why we are giving for the think time means, so some delay will be need for the each transaction to transaction. So that is why we are giving for the delay. So now we need to execute, and view registry. You can delete this and save it and click on this. See, now we can observe it is taking time. Launch is happen and it is waiting for the 3 seconds and it is login, and it will after login it is waiting for the 3 seconds and it will log out. See, it's done, right? So means you need to give for the think time like this. Got it, everyone? So now we need to execute means this is the thread group. So number of user point of you need to give for the number of threads, nothing but number of users means you need to give for the 10 users and ramp up. So 10 user, every user will be 5 seconds means 10 users will be, how much time it will take?
10 to 5.
50 seconds. So you need to give for here 50 seconds. Means that will be your choice. So just I taking for the one user will be 5 seconds. Maybe you can take one user also 10 seconds. Then you can count in and 10 into 10, 100. And
100.
the loop count means it will be 10 users will be execute for the 10 times or one time you need to give. So I'm giving for the 10 users will be 5 time iterate. So I will save, and now we'll execute this test. So before that, you need to add some results files. So for here, we need to add for the add, and here will be listeners will be there. In the listeners, these all will be view registry and summary report and everything we need to add here in the listeners and aggregate report. So this all will be results. So before you need to execute the test, you need to give for the this all things. And for listener, we need to add anything apart from this aggregate report we are given. And generate the summary report means you can give graph results, and response time graph also we have. So you can come to the listeners. So you need to add what we need to add those things. So these all I added. Now we need to execute. Before now you can go to the thread group, and we need to give for the specify the time. How much time we need to execute the test. In seconds you need to give. So for example, we need to execute for the 3 minutes. In 3 minutes means how many seconds? 180 seconds. I given for the 180 second. Now we can observe. Now I'm executing the test. How we are done for the in controller, right? Same way I'm doing. Okay. But I'm adding for the all the graphs and all the reports I'm adding for here. Because while running the test, we need to observe here. What is the minimum, what is the average, and the all things we need to observe here. Once test is completed. So for this now is no need, just disable. View results automatically we are disable this, right? So now I save and in executing. So now we can observe for the results in the view results tree. See, launch is started. Login. So log out, login. So it is execute for the 3 times. You can observe we need to calculate time here. And you can observe users also. We are given 10 users. Now 6 users will be ramp up. 7 and 32. Means 50 seconds, 10 users will be arrived. And after that, 3 minutes will be our test will be executed. Now we can come to the one by one summary report. You are able to see the transaction name, all things you are able to see. See, average 369 milliseconds. That is the millisecond, means not less than 1 second only. It is taking for the average response time. And if you are seeing for the any errors, you can see. And throughput, how is receiving, and bytes and average bytes and everything you are able to see here. A aggregate report also, you are able to see the aggregate report also. 90% and these all things. And graph results. So these all will be graphs. During the test, we need to monitor and response time graphs. Also, if you want means you can see the response time graphs also. And view results tips. Test is see you can observe still executing. See you can observe only 1 minute 42 seconds only. It's completed our test. So total 10 users will be ramp up and ramp also down also is going down. So you can observe. Means load runner, sorry, in JMeter, we need to execute the test like this. During the test, you should just monitor for the these all things. What is the summary report? See how many times is sampler, nothing but 50 times will be login is happen and 50 times logout is happen. And this is the response time, average response time. This is a minimum, maximum, standard deviation. You are getting any errors and how much throughput is generating. So everything you are able to see. So you need to copy these results once test is see test is completed. You can observe here, test is completed here. And now you need to copy these results and save in the Excel sheet. Okay, like this we can do for the testing. So during the test, we should monitor for the how we monitor in CPU memory. Here also we need to monitor for the during the test also. Go to the performance. We can observe for the CPU is memory is how much it is showing 86%. Actually, it is how much? Actually, 80 more than 80% means it is not sufficient. So that is why your CPU memory is not sufficient for this, but okay, CPU is fine, 40 or 50 it is coming, okay, but memory is not sufficient. Then what we need to means, so we need to do for the GUI test. This is the GUI testing. Means we are executing further through application for here only, but that is why what is happen, right? When you are executing for the GUI testing, your memory consumption will be take high. Your memory consumption will be take high. So that is why what you need to do means you need to execute the test in non-GUI mode using for the command prompt. Okay, we'll see the tomorrow that class for the non-GUI testing. So you guys understand for this?
Yes, Anaya, but need to see the video also again and again.
Yes, you need to video also. Okay, you need to see the video and you need to do for practice. Very simple only. Okay, you can practice. See, it's a correlation parameterization, you know. So here everything will be same. Like we are adding for the assertion nothing but we are adding for the validation point, text check point. Okay, so and this is the think time. So just we are added and just I like here will be design the scenario like 10 users and 50 seconds and loop count will be 5 times. So if you give for the one time means it will execute one time and you can give for the this is the time duration. You can execute for the 3 minutes means you need to give for the How many seconds? 300 seconds. So like this, we can do for the end-to-end testing for the year only. For we are and load runner, we need to do for the controller somewhere and analyzer somewhere, but we can see for the everything will be here only. Okay, got it? See, these are the graphs also.
Okay.
Got it right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So you guys can follow this video and try to do it. Okay, we'll catch for tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
హలో
Funny?
అక్కడ డ్యూరేషన్ పక్కన సింబల్ చూపిస్తుంది
1 minute, I will share. Ida, this is
పైన రైట్ సైడ్ కార్నర్లో యూజర్స్
అదే డేంజర్ సింబల్ పైన ఎల్లో కలర్.
Ida.
రైట్ సైడ్ కార్నర్ అన్న స్క్రీన్ రైట్ సైడ్ కార్నర్
Okay, Ida. Okay, this academic, you got any errors, any warnings? You are able to see the output here. Output here. You are able to see the here. And when your execution started, right? So you are see yellow means see it show the number of errors in the log chest. It is indicating for the red color means you are getting error, but you are not getting for the right. So you are getting for the only yellow. Yellow means just warning only. That is the warning only. So now warning, no need to worry. But you are getting for the any errors, then you need to identify. Got it?
ఈ పోర్ట్ నెంబర్ అనేది ఏదైనా ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చాము
నువ్వు ఏదైనా ఇచ్చుకోవచ్చు. ఇక్కడ ఏది ఇస్తావో స్క్రిప్ట్ రికార్డర్, సో ఇక్కడ ఏది ఇస్తావో అక్కడ నువ్వు బ్రౌజర్ లో కూడా సెట్ చేసేటప్పుడు సేమ్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకే, browser port and same to the in JMeter port also you need to give for the same whatever may be. Okay, got it? Pani, okay no?
ఓకే
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.